The Chaunce Hayden Show is sponsored by Hover.com. Domain names made simple. Go to gfq.hover.com and get 10% off your entire purchase. And by Stitcher Radio. Listen on the go via the Stitcher mobile app. For more information, go to stitcher.com/GFQ. Location provided by Sapphire New York. Visit them at nysapphire.com.
You think you have me all down, you think you have me, I will always be one step ahead.
Don't hurt me, for real. Ah! Ah! Look at her teeth! No, she has fangs! I'm not even kidding! No, no! Ah! 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 Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Are you insane? Hey, everybody, you're listening to the Chaunce Hayden Show, broadcasting live from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club in New York City, the world's greatest gentlemen's club. On the show tonight, we have Cliff Robinson and his wife, Heather, who people might know from the TV show New Jersey Housewives.
Yes.
The best of all the Housewife franchises is New Jersey.
Well, did you see the scene she was in?
The lesbian scene.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
She made out with Rosie.
This is
the Wakilis.
This is a good guest. I'm telling you, this is a good guest tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, her husband, do you know anything about basketball?
Yes.
Do you know her husband is the 7th on the list for the most games ever played in the NBA? He's number 7.
Ridiculous.
Think of all the basketball players that are playing in the NBA.
Right.
No one has played more games than Cliff Robinson, except for 6 other people. That was, that was an awkward way of saying that he's number 7.
That was the.
That was like me. That was like a
merp.
That was a merp moment. But that's a big guest, right?
It is a big guest.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
Which Cliff Robinson is this?
The actor who died in 1958? No, it's not him.
You know, there are 2 Cliff Robinsons.
This is the one that played
There's
for the New Jersey
Clifford
Nets.
R. Robinson and there's Clifford T. Robinson.
The one that played for the Nets.
They both played for the Nets.
Oh, no.
One played from
Well, no,
79
this one's married to Heather.
81?
This one's married to Heather.
Okay.
And started playing in 1997.
Yeah.
Don't ruin my guesses.
No, did not start playing in
There's also
1997.
Clifford
Started playing in
M. Robinson.
1989.
No, this is the one that played in 1997, holds the record for the... No, it doesn't hold the record. He's number 7.
Isn't he an all-star?
I don't know if he ever made the All-Stars.
No, he did not start playing in 1997.
He did too.
No.
Yes, he did. He did too. When did he start
Chaunce,
playing?
you realize
1989.
1989.
Yeah.
Do we have the wrong Cliff? Wait, what Cliff Robinson do we have on the show?
Do you even know?
I think you're wrong. No, seriously,
way.
I'm not even joking. Are there 2 Cliff Robinsons that play for the Nets?
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
One played in the 80s, one played in the 90s.
Yeah, the one in 1997 is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Well, no, the one... You got the wrong year, Chauncey.
What year?
Clifford Robinson.
1990.
Okay.
Wait, I'll tell you my notes.
He's 45 years old.
He played in 1997 for the Phoenix Suns.
Yes, but before that, he played 89 to 97
For the Portland Trailblazers.
Yes.
That's the one on the show.
That's the one, yeah.
He's the one that's number 7 on the all-time record for most games played.
He was in the NBA All-Stars in 94.
Yeah.
2 times
he got suspended for smoking pot.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Huh.
No, this is a good guess. He's 6'10". He's 6'10".
I know.
Jeez,
he's huge.
he's a big dude.
I really wonder what he was thinking in that hot tub scene, though, with it, like beyond all the basketball stuff, which is all amazing. He didn't say one word. He just stood there.
Yeah, he's probably like a deer caught in the
Headlights,
yeah.
His wife was in this like sexy little bikini. Rosie said that she was the most beautiful woman she had ever laid her eyes on.
Are you serious?
And yeah, and she said, you know, I don't have. Someone asked her like, well, what would I think? Rich Wakili said, you know, well, what's your type? And she like turned to her and said, that is my type.
Is she your type? Is the question.
Is she my type?
Yes.
What would be? Well, I suppose if I was a lesbian, perhaps
that would be your type.
She's a very attractive woman.
Well, she's coming here.
Yes.
And there's a billion questions for these 2.
Yes.
A billion.
Bajillion.
A bajillion.
Merp.
That's how big a show this is. We've turned into a sports New Jersey reality show. No, not just reality show. We are sports / New Jersey reality show.
Well, no, because Like, are you talking about in general, all of our
Yeah.
guests?
Yeah.
Well, Renee was from Staten Island.
That's true. Yeah.
So I was going to
okay.
say, like, Italian. Because she's Italian, right?
She's German, I think.
Is she German?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she is.
All right. Well, we can just say
I don't know.
sports/reality then.
And the big news is, and I don't think I'm supposed to mention it, so I'm going to say it before they get here.
Oh.
So we don't get in trouble.
Right.
That she's been signed to be a regular cast member of New Jersey Housewives for the next season.
Yes.
But this is not like official.
Has not been announced.
Oh,
The contracts have been signed.
Allegedly.
Has not been announced by Bravo. I know it for a fact.
You do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, would she say it on the air?
we're gonna find out.
You're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
Okay.
We're gonna find out.
Luckily, there
So
is
you're saying if she denies it, she's full of shit.
Yeah, the
Okay.
contracts have been signed. Like she's
Okay.
in. Yeah, she's on the show.
But you can't really blame her if she denies it.
Because she has a contract at Bravo that might prevent her from
speaking about it.
speaking about it. Absolutely.
But they did have her teaser episode, which is the one we're talking about.
Really?
Where they had her come into the Wakilis were having some sort of like beach day fun, whatever. And
Right.
they have a shore house, and
Right.
that's the episode that we're all talking about because it was quite an episode, especially in the whole like New Jersey franchise. Everybody's
Yes.
been talking about this particular episode.
There's a lot going on. I'll tell you what. There's something else going on. And before they get here, we might as well talk about it because it's awkward to talk about when they're here because I don't want to throw people under the bus. But are you ready?
I'm ready.
There is a sex tape that's about to come out that's going to be blockbuster.
Yes,
Really?
I have seen the sex tape.
Is this the sex tape I've
I
seen?
may or may not have it on my phone.
Is this the sex
yeah.
tape I've seen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's a good one.
Oh,
is-
it's such
Oh,
a
This
good
is
one.
in the world of sex tapes.
Yes.
This may be in the
Awesome.
top 3 of the world's greatest celebrity sex tapes.
Awesome.
I've seen the whole thing in high def.
It's 17 minutes long.
It's 17 minutes in length, and which I understand, which I have since found out is a bit of a problem because they like sex tapes, celebrity sex tapes, to be at least 60 minutes.
How long?
I didn't know that.
60 minutes. Well,
you know, 17 minutes is considered very short for a celebrity
Yeah,
sex
but
tape.
the Kim Kardashian tape, what they did, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but with the actual sex tape, they had them reshoot certain scenes.
Yes.
And they're saying that
Yes.
the mother produced the
No
entire
way.
thing. Kris Jenner allegedly produced
my
the
gosh.
entire sex tape. And when she
Yes.
initially saw the sex tape, she wasn't happy with certain scenes.
And they
said,
reshot it.
They reshot it.
She signed a release giving permission for that to air. Got paid a fortune for that to get out. And they didn't like how it looked, so they reshot a lot of the scenes to make it better.
And yet, to this day, she still
Denies it. Well, that's the dilemma with this new celebrity sex tape. Because what I didn't realize, both parties have to sign.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter who it is, both parties have to sign.
Well, here's another thing that they'll probably do with that sex tape that they did with the
The one that we saw.
one that we saw. What they'll probably have them do is if they agree to it, they're probably going to give them a pretty penny. Number one, because it's a
Absolutely.
major tape.
Yeah.
Number two, they're probably going to tell them to make filler video of them
Yes.
shopping, walking around, going to the beach.
No,
maybe being able-
we've already had that meeting. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
We've had the meeting already, and the people that want to buy it have already asked if they could set the B-roll up where she just poses and talks, or they do an interview, any filler they can find with this person to beef up the tape.
Can I ask you, did both parties sign off on it?
Only one,
No.
but they haven't been approached. Only one person is shopping the tape. The other party has not even been approached yet. So
So the other party doesn't know that it exists?
knows it exists, is not happy about it, actually went to the emergency room when she realized that it was being shopped. But
The emergency room?
yes.
What, from like a mental breakdown?
Yes. So upset that she actually went to the emergency room because she was hyperventilating and couldn't breathe. So upset.
No way.
Well, I've seen this whole tape. She has good reason to be upset. This is the most graphic thing I've ever seen in my life.
it wasn't that graphic.
Have you seen all 16 minutes, 17 minutes?
No, I only
Oh, you might want to hold that opinion because I'm telling you, and we're all going to see it tonight because the person that owns the tape is coming here
Oh my gosh.
and having a meeting with Vivid Video
the guy
in this club
the guy
tonight.
the guy that owns it.
The guy that owns the tape is coming here tonight.
Right.
He's going to play the tape for Vivid Video show them.
So great.
That is so good.
And so we can all watch this showing, and we can all maybe.
It's like a
talk
private
about
screening.
It's a private screening
That is
of the most
excellent.
hardcore thing I've ever seen in my life. How great is that?
That is beyond.
And I got to give the guy credit. It's so well produced. It's so well shot.
You know what's hysterical?
And it's 5 years old. So this is not the age of
Wow.
technology where things are easy
It's
to
5
shoot.
years old?
It's 5 years old.
Oh,
yes.
so early on in this person's career.
Before she had a career.
Oh dear.
Right.
Oh, so I mean, I have it right here in my hand, and I'm looking at it.
You're looking at just
At the
few
still.
lane seconds.
We
Yeah.
were looking at clips.
I have
not
clips
You're
right here.
looking.
video.
You're looking at me holding my phone at a
To the
laptop
video.
in a car with the sun glare bouncing off the computer screen.
Oh.
This is so
I mean-
high def, and so we put this on a 60-inch TV monitor, and it
And
was
vivid.
crystal clear.
Wow.
Quality, sound quality, perfection.
Do you think the
She
guy?
orchestrates the positions, what she likes, where she wants his penis. She orchestrates the
Now,
whole
do you
thing.
think this was strategic? Like maybe they're making it seem like to you, like maybe they're
Oh, no.
fooling you. Maybe she's onto it, and she's like, you know what? Let's get the middleman
No.
to think I don't want it because then they're going to offer us more
No,
money.
absolutely not. I'm not saying he wasn't thinking that, but no, actually no, I take it back because she wasn't famous. They didn't have the show yet that she's on. The
Right.
show didn't exist yet. These
Right.
were just two crazy kids who
Right. We're taping
who
themselves.
just taped themselves
Yeah.
for fun.
Can we drop hints? Can we
No,
can
no,
we tease
no,
it?
no.
Can we
no.
say something
no,
like-
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
okay.
no, nothing,
No, it would-
nothing,
it could screw stuff
nothing,
up.
nothing, not a single hint.
How much
just-
am I getting out of this now? Because I could ruin all this.
No, because what you have would mean nothing because nobody's going to buy that. That's just going to be a commercial. At
Oh, I
best,
could sell
it's
this to
commercial.
Radar.
Oh, we could sell
I can make
that
that a
to
couple-
Radar, to TMZ, to
You might sell to them.
And I could say Chaunce Hayden
We could say that.
You could say that.
sent me this,
Yeah.
You could say that.
and then you'll get sued for $10 million again.
So let's
I'll
all
get sued
go
again.
with
Yeah.
all of the profits from it. We'll all go on vacation.
You know what's funny? You know who won some of the profits? A person. I can't mention it. A person who we know from this club also
Oh, I
wants
know.
a cut.
Oh, he wants a big cut.
Yeah. He's already hinting that he wants this. There's so many hands in the pie
Yeah.
with this.
I want
tape.
my cut.
Everybody who knows me wants a piece of this.
Yeah.
The line of hands sticking out is
Yes.
off the charts, and I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna see over the next 2 days, literally 48 hours, what this tape is gonna be worth.
You know, I've been searching online, thinking
Yeah.
if this is going to get leaked,
Nothing.
and there's not a
No,
peep.
no.
There actually was something from a couple of years ago,
Was there?
like a story about it, saying that it exists but it doesn't. It was like a whole back and forth thing.
Right.
So
Yeah, no, this
Well,
is
it
this is
exists.
major. Mark my words, for anyone who's watching this show right now, this is an exclusive. This is a scoop. We have seen the people in this room
now
have.
the audience is guessing.
Oh, all right, can I ask you who they're? I'm just curious.
Um,
I won't even.
But don't
acknowledge.
say yes or no.
I won't
Oprah
acknowledge.
Winfrey.
No, it's not Oprah.
No.
No, this
you think
girl.
that would be-
Well, let me say this. This girl's smoking hot. This girl is
And you
hot.
also said you said 5 to 7 years ago. Before
5 years ago.
The show existed.
Before the show existed.
Oprah existed a long time ago.
Yeah,
whoever
people aren't
that
using their
was.
brains.
Come on, people.
Kate
I'm not-
Beckinsale.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not gay, but I gotta
Justin
say this:
Bieber.
the guy who she's with is also a reality star, and if I was gay, I'd be gay for him.
Oh.
Oh, so you just said she's a reality star.
Yeah, well, I've always said
Okay.
that. It's a reality star.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't always say that. You said that just now. But sure.
But
always.
okay.
It's not. By the way, it's not Kenny Santucci.
No, not Kenny. No,
no.
no,
Not-
it's not our good
and if
friend.
if
not
we
our
had
good
Kenny's
friend, Kenny
video-
Santucci.
We love Kenny.
If we had
It's
Kenny's
not
video,
Kenny.
I'm
We
just
would give
saying.
it back to Kenny.
I
Yeah.
would know. I would tell Kenny, listen, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
I would let him know.
I would just give it back to Kenny.
Listen,
That's
Kenny
so
could use a
mean.
couple bucks.
Kenny
Yeah.
got plenty.
Yeah. This is not. This is not. Kenny Santucci.
We should probably move on because I feel like
Let's see.
the more
let's
we
change the topic.
Yeah.
Because there's something. By the way, our guest is running late because they're still sitting on the George Washington Bridge. That's
Yeah.
how
As
the
you
traffic
were.
is. As I was.
Okay.
All right, but why are you finding that
Why?
funny?
I love the audience.
What are they saying?
They're just great.
What are they saying?
Nothing, inside jokes.
All right, we'll be back right after this. As promised, this is a special show because we have two superstars in the house and one beauty queen, Samantha Joe, who's sitting in as my co-host. And listen, if I had to pick a co-host, if you never said a word, you would be my co-host. I don't even know if you can speak. You could be completely deaf and dumb, and you get the job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're stunning. and so we'll find out if you can speak or not, but you got the job. No, Tatiana would be.
I met
Yeah, she'd be. Yeah, she's great. She couldn't make it tonight, but so you're our substitute Tatiana tonight. But sitting to my left, Cliff Robinson, NBA superstar, megastar, and his beautiful upcoming star wife, Heather, who is absolutely gorgeous.
Aw, thank you.
Look at you guys. This is amazing.
Well, thanks for having us.
We've heard, no, you understand, we've heard so much about the two of you for so long that, you know how they say, you know, expectations usually don't live up to the legend. You guys are better looking and more intimidating than what I had envisioned. When you guys walk into a room, doesn't the room normally stop? It's like somebody pulled the plug on a jukebox.
Wow.
Well, it usually stops for her. It usually stops for her. I always get the, wow, your wife is so gorgeous. And I say, I overachieved. You know what I mean? What can I say?
But you're both good-looking people. You're both like models.
Thank you.
Yes.
I wish I was tall and black.
I know.
I
right?
do. I mean, my God, what's better than being tall and black today, right? You look at me. Look at this face. Look at me.
He makes it easy to step aside.
If I could sign on for a body, it would be you.
Oh wow!
Look at you.
You must have seen the Housewives. I was looking pretty good. On
You look good. Well, we did see the Housewives, and we want to ask you about that because there's one episode in particular. Well, there's so many questions. We have a million questions, but since you brought it up, it's a good segue. So, what the hell?
What the hell? What do you
Let's talk
know?
about the hot tub.
The hot tub scene.
What else is there to talk about? The hot tub.
They needed that hot tub scene, didn't they?
What is
The
up
show
with
is
you? What is
getting
up with you?
drier
And
and
Cliff,
drier.
what is up with you? You look like a deer with your eye caught in the headlights.
You know what? This is the first time I'm actually getting a chance to say something because on the show they filmed me coming in, and the next thing you seen us getting in the hot tub. So
Right.
it was quite an experience. But you know,
Well, when you see it on, when you were there, you were cool. It was,
yeah, I was cool.
You guys actually, but you guys are obviously a fun couple. I mean,
We're very
I don't know
fun.
how much creative editing was done, but assuming when we say reality TV, what we're looking at is reality, you guys are a lot of fun.
Try to be.
We try to be.
Is she too much? Cliff, is she too much for you? Is Heather too much?
Sometimes.
Because I think
Tell the truth.
I get that feeling. I get that feeling.
Sometimes.
Cliff,
yeah.
I think you were taken by your beauty, like we all are, and there has to be moments where you say, "Oh my God,
What did I do?
what did I do?
Yeah, but you
How
know
do I
what?
control this woman?"
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. She keeps me on my toes, and I have to make sure I keep an eye on her.
There's
Because
two sides to Heather. I
Yes,
literally
there
have two sides. I have a very serious side, which I don't think you like the serious side so much. Well, I get it
do.
done. I get it done. So there's a serious business side of Heather, who looks like this prude, like, oh my God, what's she gonna bitch about today? What needs to get done? And then there's the really fun, let loose Heather.
But see, I see there's got to be a sense of competition between the two of you, because here's a sports legend, okay, and here you are. I don't know what your history is, but you're so beautiful, and you have this charisma about you. You get two personalities like that, and they're married and they live together. There's got to be some sort of collision, right?
Yeah, there has been, and I think you know, to make our marriage work, we've had to learn to let that go a little bit. You know
Somebody has to step back.
Yeah, you gotta.
One of us has to
So
step
who
back.
steps? So who steps back at this point?
We take turns.
Right? It's weird. Well, Cliff.
It's usually the man that
Well,
has
Cliff,
to
you
take
had,
a
you know,
step
Cliff.
back, right?
If I was you, Cliff, I would step way the hell back, because you had your moment. You
Yeah,
had your. How
this
many
is
years
true.
were you in the NBA?
18.
Come on, relax already. You've had it.
Exactly.
Yes,
Let somebody
and I
else
was
have some
there,
fun.
Right.
and I
You
was there
win.
for
We all
part
know
of
you
that.
win. We bow to you. You know, you got the prize.
That's
you
why
want
I
this
step
marriage
back.
to work, you let her be herself.
Exactly.
That's my advice to you.
Exactly. You know, because I didn't really think, at the end of the day, I didn't really think the whole reality thing was something that I was going to be involved with. But at the same time, it's something that, you know, when I looked at it, you see all these different, you know, people have these perceptions of athletes and, you know, their marriages and this and that and the other. And I thought it would be a good way if, you know, if we were to be on the show to, you know, to show that, you know, we're a strong couple and, you know, and just because I am a former athlete, that we can still work together.
Look at you, look at you. I'm looking at your hands. I've never felt less like a man than I do right now. I've never felt so emasculated as I do right now. You are castivating me as we speak. Oh, your tongue. Oh, by the way, I'm going to steal your wife right now. This. You think he's all that? He has these big hands, which I'm assuming means everything's big. Look at this.
Oh.
He's got no game.
I don't.
Cliff's got no game.
Because look at this.
Yeah, Cliff's got no game. Yeah, Cliff's got no game.
Can't even put it
That's as
out.
far as I
One day, Cliff will grow old, and nothing's gonna work. This will work when I'm 90. This will never
what?
go away.
They got something
I'll
for
be
that.
95 years old,
They got
and Cliff
something
will
for
be
that, pal.
right. Cliff will be an old man, and nothing's gonna work. All the backward in the world is not gonna help him. And I'll still be going strong. So I want you to think, I don't have Cliff looks or his body, but I got something that Cliff will never have.
I don't have
and
that.
I think it's something for you to consider.
Okay.
Don't just fall for the looks and the money and the big hands and all the
No,
other.
but there's something about that tongue too. Don't let him fool you.
Really.
Oh!
Ooh, settle down.
Don't let that short tongue fool you.
Cliff, I'm looking at you. Your body type, a guy that looks like you, that grows up to be you, it's rare, right? That's why you made it to be a pro athlete. That's why you made it to the NBA. You don't see people like you every day. It's what are the odds, the gene pool of having all the things that you have physically to look like you do?
Well, you know what? I was blessed, you know, because I am the tallest person in my family. You know, granted, there's tall people on both sides of my family. My mother's, you know, 5'10". My father was 6'5", but no one is taller than that.
And the hands, you could probably take a basketball and it's like holding a golf ball in your hands, right? When you want to slam dunk, I want to hold a basketball in my hands. I have, listen, it takes two hands just to keep it from dropping out of my hand. You can wrap your hands around a basketball and probably do anything you want, right? That ball's not coming out of your hands.
I can pound it pretty easily, but I always wish that I had bigger hands.
Bigger than what they are.
Yeah, I always wanted those Dr. J hands where you can just grab the ball right off the dribble, and I've got to grab it with two hands. And
did you ever throw a baseball? What is it like
tried.
when you hold a baseball? It's like a ping pong ball. Like, what is a baseball like for you? I mean, does it get lost in your hands?
I tried, but a friend of mine got hit in the face with a line drive.
Yeah.
When we were young, and I just
did you laugh? Did you laugh when Michael Jordan tried to play baseball? What was? Did you think that was funny?
You know what? I thought he should have stayed in his element.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, I give him credit for trying to go outside the box and doing something that he's always, you know, wanted to do growing up. You know, but as the greatest basketball player to ever live, you know, you see what happened. He came back to being the greatest basketball player that ever lived. You know,
and by the way, Heather, don't go anywhere, because you are on my radar. Like, I'm gonna ask you a million questions. I just can't stop looking at your husband. I have a man crush on your husband.
That is fine.
I'm not gay, but if I was gay, I'd be gay for your husband.
That's great. That's great.
14.2 scoring average. Incredible. 7th all-time games played in the NBA. Right?
Yes.
Played with what? The Portland Trail Blazers most of your career.
Portland Trail Blazers.
How lame was that? You must have hated Portland.
You know what? I had
The
a great
rain,
time.
the every day raining, wasn't depressing.
He loved Portland.
I loved
He still
that.
loves
Really?
Portland.
Yeah,
There's
Portland's
nothing
a
up
great
there.
time.
What's a guy like you gonna do in Portland?
You know what?
What do you?
We had a wonderful
Yeah, but when
team.
you can't, when you're not playing on the, what are you gonna do when
living
you're not
in
playing?
Portland. He's talking about living in Portland. You really love Portland.
Yeah, I really got involved with
Embraced
doing a
it.
lot of outdoor stuff.
Okay,
He
now,
learned
all right,
all that.
now you're setting me up for my next question. If you're gonna lob them in, I'm gonna hit them.
Go right ahead.
Okay, outdoor stuff, Portland.
Rain.
Moss, pot.
I knew it was going into there.
Now,
But you know what they
we
do?
all know that
there's
Portland
a lot
is
of indoor. There's a lot of indoor in Portland.
Indoor.
I don't even know what that means, but I have a feeling a lot of people do.
Yeah.
That, you gave me a look right now, like I feel like I should know what that means. And I'm just going down
Things
my
are
head and go,
happening indoors.
yes,
Much
indoor.
outdoor.
Andrew,
This is
quick,
much
what does indoor
outdoor
mean?
as indoor.
Andrew, you're a drug addict. Quick, what does that mean?
What do you mean I'm a drug addict? I have no idea.
No, because everybody knows that Oregon is the marijuana capital of the world, right? That's where they grow the best weed.
Trees.
One of them.
It's one.
I didn't know that either.
They're
Oh no,
very-
it's the perfect
Oh,
perfect
wow.
climate for pot.
They're very
one
go
of them.
green,
Yeah,
and they advocate.
it really
that.
yeah, they advocate it. It's actually part of the culture, right? Which kind of got you in a little trouble.
Yes, it did.
But I don't think is that ridiculous? Is that so bad? I mean, it wasn't like you were out there doing.
To me-
I think drinking is bad. I don't think smoking a joint should have got it suspended or punished. Or,
Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, the rules are the rules. You got to accept the punishment for
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Yeah, is it the law?
And by the way, Cliff,
In
you
some
can
places it's not. It's
know,
that's all you
but-
need is a card.
I know, medical card.
Medical
But you
card.
know what? That got him 18 medical card.
you have a medical. You have a medical card.
This man
No.
has never. No, I'm just saying. But this man has never in my life that
Yes.
I've seen him has taken an aspirin. I think you've taken an antibiotic for the flu.
No,
maybe
I say he's
like
a
once or
perfect human
twice.
being.
No, he's like the
No, I'm
Iron
definitely
Man.
not the perfect human being, else I wouldn't
never
have been
gets
suspended.
No, they were jealous. They couldn't live with your perfection.
But there might be something to this medical card thing. I don't know.
Well, the NBA was also a different place.
It was.
You're looking early
No,
90s.
Andrew makes a good point. 18 years is a long time in the NBA. You've seen a lot of changes. From the beginning, when you first started playing to what it is now, it's a different league, right?
Oh, definitely. The way they call the game is totally different. It's a more over the years they've wanted to have a more free-flowing game. So the contact away from the ball is a lot less than where it used to be. When you ran through the lane, which is the free throw.
It's like guy talk. I love
When you
this.
ran through the lane, you
Right
had
to
to
the lane.
have your head on a swivel because there was guys that was just the older
When men
guys.
played the game,
Yeah.
played the game.
Rick Mahorn and those guys would knock your head off.
Patrick Ewing, what would he do?
Knock
Try to
your-
go to the lane with Patrick
knock,
Ewing.
knock your head off.
Knock your head right off.
Yeah.
I actually, one of our viewers is a big fan, and he's from Portland, and he was asking, he wants to know, from the time, you started in 89 and you were there throughout the Iverson years after Jordan left, people attribute those, like the early 2000s, as a bad time for the NBA. As far as ball play. What do you think of that? Do you think the game kind of got tainted in a way and it wasn't a team game at that point?
You know what? There's always going to be individuals in sports. There's always going to be guys who are going to have a following, and Iverson was one of those guys. He was, he's always going to be a, somewhat of an icon in the game. He always had a following wherever he played. And to me, I really didn't, it didn't bother me. I was getting paid. I was enjoying what I was doing. So, so be it. Right now, even they say the game is soft now, but that's just the way the NBA has.
Higher scoring game.
Yeah, they want a more free flowing game. They don't want the contact. They don't want guys being,
And then you got
roughed up out there.
that thug reputation. The NBA had problems with attendance and viewership because it became very, I guess, what people call thuggish. Yeah. People were afraid of the players. The players looked like they were right off the street from the Bloods and the Crips.
Right.
It got scary, But at the same time, our culture became that. That was embraced. Those people made money because of that.
Right.
But an athlete like you, did you look at that and think, guys, this is the wrong image, or did you look at that as something that's helping bring an identity to the game?
It wasn't something that I wanted to portray.
Right.
I can't say what someone else did wasn't good or was bad. It was just not the way I wanted to go out there and portray myself. I do have a couple tattoos, but to have tattoos running up and down my arm.
The Dennis Rodman look, which you started.
was
Did you think he was a
brandy.
clown? What did you think of Dennis Rodman?
You know what? Love him or hate him, I was saying this earlier. Dennis has his brand, and Dennis is a very nice guy. A lot of people, perceive him to be something that he, from what they see on the basketball court, or some of the things that he does with the whole marrying himself and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I think with Dennis also, it was the fact that he was on the Bulls. That was such a clean-cut team. I mean, from everybody on that team, you had Jordan, you had Pippen at the time, and then you get Rodman that came out of nowhere from the Spurs.
Ripping his shirt off during a game and throwing his shirt into the
stand. If you really look at Dennis, though, when he first played with the Pistons, he was clean-cut.
He was clean-cut, yeah.
He was a great shooter. He shot at that point.
I don't know about that.
He was getting some.
Andrew, we're going to need you to stop now. You crossed the line. We need you now. You got to pull back a little bit. This is not for you. This show's not for you.
First of all, if you're talking about basketball, the years that he played, I probably watched almost every single game.
What was Cliff's number in college?
I know his number when he played 00.
That was in college.
In college, or was
in college?
Yeah.
In Connecticut.
Okay.
So no, that was number was not 00 in the NBA.
I thought.
Well, no,
right.
It was
the
in college,
retired in
and it's been
You're
since
right.
retired.
You're right.
You're
please. You're right.
Please.
I apologize.
Don't disrespect Cliff like that.
No,
Cliff, I'm sorry.
I like these talks.
I'm sorry you have to hear that.
00 was right.
Here, I gotta ask. Magic Johnson comes out that he has AIDS. Did that bother you? Did that freak you out?
No.
Were you afraid to play with him?
No.
The players were. There were some players that were outspoken about it.
Yeah, I'm sure there were, but at the time that was due to not understanding the disease and
his own teammate. One of his own teammates actually
uneducated about the disease. I mean, if you're uneducated about something, you're going to make statements that don't make sense. So,
didn't bother you?
No, not at all.
You probably have so many. You probably know things. If I could fall into your head for 5 minutes, what you saw in the locker room, right?
I forgot them.
Can I tell you something? I'm going to share a story with you. When I was in 5th grade, my dad took me to the Atlanta Hawks dressing room. My dad was a steam fitter at the Garden. So he got me into the dressing room of the Atlanta Hawks when Pistol Pete played. Remember Lou Hudson?
Yeah.
Lou Hudson, Pistol Pete. And I saw Lou Hudson's penis. And I've got to tell you something. When you're in 5th grade and you see a man that size's penis, you don't even believe what you're looking at. It looked like an alien from another planet. It had to be 9 feet. It was taller than me. It was bigger than me. And I remember being a kid in the locker room just staring at this thing. I never got that image. To this day, I'm traumatized. I never saw anything like it.
He's still traumatized.
He walked out of the shower. And that thing almost hit me in the face. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You must have saw things that were just out of control.
I've seen some things, but I never talked about them. She's like, how come you never
do you ask him?
Yeah, you
ask him,
talk
right?
about the stuff that goes on in the locker room. Why don't you tell me stories? I'm like,
Heather, do you ever ask Cliff who was the biggest? And you know what I mean?
No. We wouldn't go there, but I'd want to know.
Don't you want to know?
No, because I was cool with what I had. So why do I need to know?
So you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know if anyone's better. Like you would.
No.
See, I'm obsessed with that.
No.
Really?
And bigger always is the best.
No, it doesn't mean It's just bragging rights.
But I would definitely pick his brain on other subjects and try to. There was like this code with the players that I'd warm up to other wives and I'd be the new wife and I would hear things and come tell him bedroom talk. I'd say, "Is this going on? These people are upset. This woman's upset. Is this going on?" And he'd go, "I don't know anything about it. My name's Bennett, and I'm not in it." And I would be like, "You must know
I wish
something.
I was that cool. I wish I could rhyme like that. Just come up with terms and just.
Is he doing this? Is this girl really coming to this game, sitting on the front row? And is Mr. What really? That's a
good point.
I don't know.
Heather, I
couldn't get anything out of him.
Yeah, he's hard, right?
Oh, he's hard.
Unless you ask him about sport. I gotta ask.
No,
and even in 2012, here we are in 2012, right? You think we're in liberal times, you can do anything. Did you guys ever have any problems being an interracial couple? Do you ever, any problem at all, even in 2012 or no?
We ran into a few things.
Like what? Give me an example.
I have.
Like what? What have you ever heard? Do people think it's...
One time, right after Obama got elected, we were coming into the city. Remember that? With the there was two gals with a guy.
Oh,
we were parking the car.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, Cliff Robinson, yo, Cliff, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, shit, even Obama knows that you know, Obama's got a black woman. What the fuck's he doing with this?
Black women don't like you, do they?
I have a little bit of I'm not going to say black women don't like me, because I have a lot of black women friends that
The stereotypical like that, yeah.
Stereotypical that don't know me.
Right.
Out of the box, they go, white woman, black man. You know, it's not fitting.
Even in 2012.
Even in 2012.
Wow.
But if they get to know me a little bit, one, I'm not white. I'm Native American. Grew up on an Indian reservation.
Is that what your deal is?
And I call white women white women. So when they say, why is she calling these women white women? And I'm like,
is that what you are? You're an Indian?
I'm an Indian. I'm an Indian.
Wow. That just makes me so much more attracted to you. I don't know why, but as attractive as you are, you've just become more attractive.
Oh, cool. Well, my mother is part Swedish, and then the rest of my family. Yeah,
oh, that's a no. That's a no-brainer. That's you take Swedish and Indian.
That's where I get the light eyes. But for the most part,
you guys have kids?
We have twin boys.
Yeah, twin boys.
Oh, they're gonna be models. What better? I mean, this is like talk about the gene pool. You two guys giving birth to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're handsome little guys.
Wow.
Yeah, they're handsome little guys.
Wow. Look at you two. Okay. Harlem Globetrotters. Could you play for them?
No.
We've had them on the show, right? Andrew and I both had the Harlem Globetrotters on the show. They told me that they could have played in the NBA, but it's a better living playing for the Harlem Globetrotters. It's a longer career, it's less stress, and the money's great.
You know what? More power to those guys. You know, I'm sure if they could have played in the NBA, they probably would have played in the NBA because.
Oh, I wish I would have said that to them. That would have been a great answer.
If they could have, they would have. You know, I don't know any basketball player that, you know, grows up saying, I want to be a Harlem Globetrotter. Not to say that that I didn't grow up loving the Harlem Globetrotters, right. But I did, because I did. But, you know, when you really think about it, you know, the NBA is where, you know, everybody wants to play. People from Europe, people from here. I mean, that's, you know, that's just.
What better feeling than playing at the Garden in front of a sold-out stadium, people cheering, right? Slam dunking.
Against people who are really playing their best.
Yeah.
Now you think about the Harlem Globetrotters, they're playing against the Washington Generals. They've been playing against the Washington Generals.
The referee's not bouncing a ball with no air in it.
Yeah.
And tripping over it.
Throwing buckets of confetti.
The crowd.
Tricksters.
Before we go, so here's the rumor. Yes or no? We've seen you on, both you guys, on New Jersey Housewives, okay? Of all the Housewives franchises, the New Jersey one is by far the most popular. It's the one that everybody talks about. I think it gets the highest rating. Rumor is that you guys are going to be regular cast members next season. Is that the truth? Are you guys going to be regular cast members?
That's a rumor. We have not made any decision.
Because you've been on the show for this season, and I think the cute factor is off the charts. Like people.
But really, I asked him. I said, babe. I said, you know, we've been asked a few times to just film as guests, or I maybe have filmed as a guest, and I thought about it, and I thought, well, you know what? What the hell? I'm promoting what I'm doing. I'm gonna go on, and I'm just gonna take my chances. And out of that came out of where they called back.
Right.
Can you film again? Can you film again? And so we did a few more things. You know, we filmed last summer, and we didn't sign anything. We're not regulars, so we kind of went like that. And I asked him, I said, what do you think? He goes, babe, whatever you want to do, I'll support you.
You guys are made for reality TV. You are. Look at the two of you. Look at the two of you.
Sometimes
like I said, what you've seen though on the Housewives is just like a dip. My baby toe dipped in the water to what really is
it
our
addicting
life.
though? Is it addicting? Once you plant your flag in reality TV and you know that there's a positive response towards you and your personality, your charisma, isn't it a little addicting? Like, don't you want more?
It is. It absolutely
is. Right?
And I'm looking at it like this. I hope I can relate to, I don't know, a third of the people. maybe a quarter of the people can relate to me and have something in common with us. I don't know. But right now what I'm looking at is boring. There's a lot of boring.
But there's nothing boring about you two.
Material out there, and I don't know. We'll see.
We just try to be ourselves, and
we're gonna see.
Let it roll.
And you have a foundation. Please tell us about the foundation, 'cause I know that's important to you guys.
Well, it's something that I do a lot of throughout my career. I've done a lot of charity work, whether it's been with Special Olympics or going to someone else's golf outing, or just lending support to other people's charities. So Heather, just we talked, and we come up with the Robinson Network, which basically is our foundation trying to collaborate with other foundations and trying to put a bigger pot together for everybody. So if we can bring what we bring to the table, far as contacts, or different
networking, and which
celebrities.
Is what network. Instead of calling it Robinson Foundation, we called it Robinson Network, because over the years I've been grateful enough to build a nice network and network with a lot of great people through him, and even previously, just from being life in general and being at the right place in the right time. And I thought, you know what, let's not just champion for one cause. We're all upset about the children, we're all upset about poverty, we have all these things that we could champion for, but why not
pool the resources
that we have and share them with other celebrities and professional athletes that are really trying to be philanthropic with what they got going. So someone's trying to do something for children in education, and that may be Joe.
By the way, there's nobody in this room that can help you. We're so poor.
Well, it's
like
not
we're such losers here.
Like
this is you couldn't be in a worse place than you are right now.
But here's the thing, and I understand that
you understand that we're losers.
Finances is totally out of the picture right now, and it's using our resources. Maybe of those financial guys that we used to work with, or those sponsors, those corporations that used to be there, but with the other professional athletes and the celebrities, their name is valuable. And that's the part that we want to really push out. We're going to support you. We want to promote you. We want to align you with some of the top causes that we feel are the going causes.
That's good karma. You should do. When you're as fortunate as you two are, you should give back. Like, that's great. I'm so jaded and so hateful, because I get up every morning and I say I hate everyone because of the hand I've been dealt in life. But you guys should get on your hands and knees every day and say, look at us, look how lucky we are.
But here's the thing, I hate hearing no. So, and he knows this, I hate hearing no, and people that know me know
do you hear no? Do people say no to you?
I don't want to hear no.
Has anybody ever said no to you?
This is what's going to happen, Chauncey. Now that I sat here
yes.
and on your couch and we did this show, I'm going to be calling you probably.
Yes.
And it's going to be like the barter system. I'm going to go, Chauncey. And you're going, oh yes, Ms.
The
Robinson.
best I can do is mow your lawn.
No.
Like, there's not much going on with me.
I'll say, Chauncey, I need you to give a plug for this autism group right now, or I need you to come in, and can you, as your celebrity, will you come bring a mic out to this event and at least give this people a plug? And you're going to
I'll golf with your husband.
Yes, Miss Robinson, I will.
I'll give your husband. Your husband can laugh at me golf. I'll do that.
We can laugh at each other.
Yeah. You guys are amazing. I want to thank you both for coming on. I would love to have you back. I wish we had more time, because literally I could talk to each one of you separately and spend hours with both of you. And of course, Sam, who we never even got to, but you don't need to say anything, right? I mean, you just like being here because you look beautiful. You have a martini. You're gorgeous.
Matches my outfit.
Oh, what does that mean? And you're in Metropolis Nights for the July issue. Yes. You know, you're stunning.
And
isn't she gorgeous?
Yes,
when you look at Heather, what do you see?
She's an amazing woman.
Because I believe every woman has feelings for another woman. Like, men don't have feelings for men, but women have feelings for women.
I support all women.
You do. Yes. That's good. That's the best I can do.
That's good to
hear. How old
are
you, honey? 25.
Yeah.
See,
a lot of women say, I hate other women.
No,
no. Women love women.
Empower women. Women should
Yeah,
empower each other. I really believe that.
I'm a feminine.
Yeah, and we know how you feel because we watch you in the jacuzzi.
And that's right. And I kind of
There's there's nothing left to our imagination with you, and that's why we hate Cliff so
I
much.
love people.
Nobody could be luckier. Oh my God, you're so Indian. I love
I'm
it.
so Indian
Yes.
and I'm so open.
Oh, you're like an Apache. I don't know about a Cherokee or Apache. And when I'm in bed tonight, when I'm fantasizing, I don't know, make you an Apache or a therapy or a Cherokee. Cherokee.
I'm Ojibwe. I'm
Ojibwe?
I'm
Do you know my stepbrother's a Penobscot?
Penobscot?
I think we went to war with you at one point. Yeah,
The
back in
Pequot?
1742,
Pequot or
I think our people came in and murdered your people.
Pequot. Is it
Penobscot. They were
Penobscot?
basket weavers in Canada.
Oh, up in Canada.
Yeah.
I never
They
heard
weren't
of
very, no, they
Penobscot.
really didn't even own any. They didn't even own any bow and arrows. They made baskets,
Really?
and all the other Indians laughed at them. Yeah, they were the joke of the whole Indian tribal nation.
Canada.
Huh.
But I could see you. I could
Park
see.
the
You know what you
lady.
look like? You know what my fantasy is? That you were born American. Your wagon train was taken over. Everybody was murdered. You, as a child, were brought back to the Indian campground, and you were raised as an Apache. And now you're the queen of all the Apaches. You're like a Pocahontas, but you're really white.
Betray
But you-
my people and married a black man, not a white man, but a black man.
Yeah, and then you went and
I
married
did
an
betray
NBA
my
player.
people.
Your
should've-
wagon was attacked. Everybody was killed. You were taken by the Apaches and raised as an Apache, where you became the princess, and then you married an NBA player.
They're all
That's my
all
fantasy.
mad.
Everybody's mad at us. What the hell?
All right, anyway, thank you so much, both of you, for coming in. I love you both. I
Thank
really
you.
do. And we'll talk.
Thank you.
Cliff, thank you. Oh my God,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cliff, thank you. Sam, thank you. Of course, my producer, Andrew.
Price is Right?
What show? You know, Andrew?
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
What was his name? The one that we kiss everybody?
Yeah, you kiss everybody on the show.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
What was his name?
I think he just
Richard
died, by the way.
Dawson.
I think that guy just
Dawson
died.
just
Yeah,
passed
He just
away. He's
died.
dead.
On that note, on that positive note, we'll be back next week.